Welcome back, Bladers. It's Elijah, aka enquiries, and today's episode is going to be absolutely fantastic. So, of course, Bladers, welcome back to another episode of learning Beyblade X. In today's episode, Bladers, we're going to be learning about the overpowered attack Beyblade, the X23 Phoenix Wing. Phoenix Wing 960 and Gear Flat is a right spin attack Beyblade that originally released last year in Japan in December of 2023. Phoenix Wing was then released internationally through Hasbro in June of 2024, so as of recording this video, literally like a few days ago. And yeah man, it was released under a new name, the Soar Phoenix, which is just a goddamn awesome name, Bladers. Soar Phoenix is owned by Burn Fujiwara in the Beyblade X anime and manga. Its special move and extreme dash is called the Burning Maneuver. As its name implies, the avatar or base spirit of its Beyblade is a phoenix. Soar Phoenix is the completed or perfected version of the Phoenix Feather prototype that debuted in the Beyblade X story and was released as a bonus item with the monthly Koro comic in Japan. So let's break down this epic Beyblade piece by piece. Soar Phoenix released with three main parts, these parts being the Soar Phoenix Blade, the 960 Ratchet, and the Gear Flat bit or performance tip. First up, Bladers, we have the Soar Phoenix Blade. Now, just like the first Beyblade X attack type Soar Dron, Soar Phoenix also features an aggressive three-bladed design. But while Soar Dron's blades are sharp, Soar Phoenix's blades are more rough and more ragged, as these rough blades depict the wings of a Phoenix avatar, which is just a peak design choice. Yeah, Takara cooked because this is looking so goddamn sensational, Bladers. The Soar Phoenix Blade truly has a beautiful design. Since the Soar Phoenix Blade is a basic line or BX release, it also features 3 metal hooks on the blade along with a plastic protector that covers the Bit Beast, Bit Chip or BEY avatar. So as you guys can see, this blade's contact points not only have an extremely aggressive shape or design, but they also slope upwards as well, making the Soar Phoenix Blade capable of both smash attacks and upper attacks as well. Yeah, to put it simply, Bladers, Soar Phoenix is going to juggle blades around like a Tekken 8 air combo. Moving on, the Soar Phoenix Blade typically weighs around the 37 or 38 gram range, which makes it a devastating attack blade, as when you pair its super aggressive design and its ridiculously heavy weight, you get a hyper aggressive blade that just smacks around the competition. Yeah, the Soar Phoenix Blade is top tier and overpowered, but it's not without its weaknesses though. For example, Bladers, in an attempt to balance this blade, Soar Phoenix features a gap between the blade and the ratchet. As the ratchet doesn't sit level on the blade like other blades do, it's more exposed, making the ratchet more prone to being burst by an opposing Beyblade. Soar Phoenix also suffers some recoil due to its hyper aggro design. Despite these weaknesses though, the Soar Phoenix Blade is still freaking overpowered. Moving on, Bladers, the next part that released on Soar Phoenix is the 960 Ratchet. As the name implies, it's called 9 because this ratchet has 9 tabs that protrude outwards. As for the 60 in 960, that refers to the 6mm height of the ratchet. As of recording this video, 60 is currently the lowest height ratchet available, with the other heights being 70 or 7mm and 80 or 8mm. Despite this ratchet featuring 9 points, they hardly protrude outwards, making this ratchet very circular. And unlike the other 60 height ratchets like 360, 460 and 560, this circular design makes it much harder to trigger a burst finish. Yeah, the 960 ratchet is a ratchet you'll not only want, but also need in your collection. 960 is truly that good. Lastly, Bladers, we have the final part that released on Soar Phoenix, which is the Gear Flat bit or performance tip. As the name implies, this bit is flat, but unlike the regular flat tip, the Gear Flat tip is completely encircled by the gear gimmick, allowing Gear Flat to use the extreme dash gimmick more effectively and more consistently when compared to the original flat tip. As the Gear Flat bit is an attack bit, it has enhanced burst resistance, making a BEY using this bit less prone to bursting when compared to stamina and defense bits. Yeah, Gear Flat is extremely aggressive, if not currently the most aggressive attack tip in Beyblade X. but unfortunately, due to its extreme speed, and by using the extreme dash gimmick more consistently, Gear Flat has horrific stamina and poor control, as you can self KO or just be slept out. But while this bit does have terrible stamina, it doesn't also really need it either, as when paired with a hyper oppressive blade like Soar Phoenix, most bays in its path are going to get clapped anyway. Yep, so that more or less wraps up our Soar Phoenix review, Bladers. Yeah, this Beyblade is a must have, it has great competitive value, and it's also just a really fun Beyblade. Every part that released on Soar Phoenix is damn near peak. The blade is overpowered, the ratchet is amazing, and the bit is pretty damn awesome when controlled properly. Soar Phoenix just might have the best stock combo in Beyblade X so far. And of course, Bladers, we can't forget the fact that both the Takara and the Hasbro versions of Soar Phoenix released with a red string launcher, which just gives this incredible Beyblade even more value. Yet this Bey is a must have for the collection, there's no doubt there. An overpowered Beyblade plus an awesome red string launcher for only £20? The value is crazy, Beybladers. You can find the links to buy Soar Phoenix in the comments down below. Before we end today's video, Bladers, I would like to give a personal, gigantic, tremendous shout out to everyone who has supported my channel thus far, and especially you guys who have supported my channel through channel memberships. So of course, Lord Darkos, RJ, Blade BX, and I believe I have a few new members as well, my bad. So yeah, I'm Franjo Sitage, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, and of course Randy Kakarot. You guys are absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'm sure you guys would love to see this awesome Beyblade in action. So coming up next, Bladers, we have some awesome battles featuring our Soar Phoenix. This is gonna be awesome.